Don't worry about it. No. Let me just go. Pull up a picture.
Where is it, please? I'm sorry.
The Dropbox link. Let me get it now.
Can you help me out?
I'm on live right now. Excuse me. Excuse me.
No, we didn't get a chance to do that.
How y'all doing? No, that's fine. I'm about to go live right now. How everybody doing? I'm gonna just pull up a picture right now, and I'm just gonna explain because I was at the con explaining about My Hero Academia, and you know how everybody's online like, oh no. When I was at the con talking about why it sucked, I had everybody at attention like this. He's making sense. You finally watching the anime? That show is the best. No, I already watched it and it's not the best. It's the worst.
It is bad as fuck.
It is bad. And it's okay. It's okay. Anime and manga are awesome. So when they saw that, they decided to try and trick people. What's up, Patrick? I'm here to talk about once and for all why My Hero Academia is bad, because I've gotten my speech perfected over the weekend. I was at SuperCon, and as soon as somebody came up with a shirt or anything and it was like repping it, I would not say anything. But then when they asked me my personal opinion, I was like, no, you don't want to ask me about that. And they'll be like, why? I was like, because if I start talking about My Hero Academia, I'm going to convince you to not like it as well, and I don't want to do that to you. And then they would stand there for a couple of seconds contemplating if they wanted to try that. And then they would be like, all right, go ahead and try. I would stand straight up. They would have the shirt on with all the characters. And I would explain one by one how it sucks. First of all, Shonen is supposed to be a believe in yourself type of story. You can't believe in yourself if you keep on getting things handed to you. So that's rule number one broken, but I don't care about that. Let's talk about how these are the exact copies of stories that we've seen before. These are exact copies of stories that we've seen before, but they're done worse than the originals. Like, everybody wants to kid about how Sakura is the most useless girl in Shonen Jump, right? Okay, well, if she is, because I don't agree with that, but if she is, how come she's better than Deku? Oh, it's okay, show bro. Just like Black Clover. Black Clover is actually Masashi Kishimoto's original idea for Naruto. He was going to do that himself before in the 90s, but the reason that he didn't do it is because Harry Potter came out. So the whole concept of magic would have been stupid. Therefore, he turned the universe into ninjas instead. Now that Naruto is working, he sold the idea to someone else. If you look at the main character of Black Clover, doesn't he look exactly like Boruto? That's because he drew him out in one of his manga editions. And I have the physical copy here where he talks about that. They just didn't name it Black Clover. He just said he wanted to do a magical school idea instead of a ninja idea before this. But Harry Potter came out. Now let's get to it. My Hero Academia characters. Let me tell you the main reason why I don't like Deku. First of all, if Sakura is the most useless girl in Shonen Jump, then how come in the same exact situation was Sakura able to get out of hers, but Deku wasn't able to get out of his? Ino is able to control your mind and make you do things. She was going to have Sakura raise her hand and give up. But because Sakura has an inner self, the writing of it made it so that her inner self kicked her out. Whereas what happened with Deku? When he was about to walk out the ring, what happened? He started walking, right? But he can't move his own body. But somehow the All for One comes in his finger. He can't do that without moving, but okay, somehow it happened. But to make it more stupid, instead of just letting it blow up, he even states, well, yeah, it's in my finger, but I still can't move it. How am I going to do this? And then the All for One basically cheats for him. The All for One cheats for him this time, but it doesn't cheat for him when Todoroki knocks him out with his Ice Blast, which is, by the way, also wrong. Because remember when the guy that does Fire and Ice did his thing and it blew way up out of the stadium? The guy that he froze did not move away. The guy that he froze stayed right there. So you mean to tell me if a regular person that he froze with all that ice stays right there, how can he knock out somebody out of the ring that's coming at him full speed like Deku on some All Might powers? He also has invulnerability and he has durability. How can he be knocked out of the ring by that power? Oh, his power works like that sometimes. Just for the story. That's just bad writing. That's not consistent. And then at this point, you got to think, who's the strongest out of these kids? I have come to decide that the strongest out of these kids is that girl. What's her name? Uraraka? Yuraraka, the girl that can make things lighter, she's the strongest out of everybody there. Why? Because if you look at the power scaling of that tournament, you see that, what's his name, Bakugo? The guy that does the bombs? The guy that does the bombs started blowing up Yuraraka on some Videl shit. That's Videl all over again in Dragon Ball Z. Videl versus Spopovich. Oh my god, she's getting beaten up viciously. Dragon Ball Z did that better. So let's continue. After she starts trying to fight him, he's blowing her head off with those bombs, and we're supposed to believe that she touched all of those rocks because now they're floating above him on some Piccolo shit. You know, when he was fighting Android 17. Yeah, when he was blasting past him. What are you doing? Are you up to something? You don't know what's up, but until all of a sudden above him, all those rocks. But at the same time, we know that Piccolo shot all his beams. But Uraraka could not have touched all those blasts, all those rocks. So that's another inconsistency. And then after those rocks fail because they don't work, what does she do? She acts like Hinata instead of Sakura. Instead of still fighting, she starts to crawl like Hinata. Oh, and then who did she talk about? Oh, I'm doing this for you, Naruto. I'm at Deku. It's the same thing. That's why you like it. When Hinata was on the ground fighting Neji in the tournament and Naruto was watching, and Naruto was like, get up, Hinata. And she's like, I do this for you, Naruto. That was the best time that has ever happened. Now they're trying to do it again. Now let's talk about Stain the hero killer that can't do his job right. Stain the hero killer comes in and kills Ingenium's brother. And yes, it said kill at the last part of the first time you see him in the episode. But then the first part of the next episode, it changed to, oh, he's in critical condition. This was supposed to get you an upstart to your feeling about what Stain is, how dangerous he is. But he's supposed to be dangerous, but he turns into the good guy. This is Zabuza's story all over again. The problem is that Zabuza didn't go around saying, I am the demon hidden in the mist. No. You gave it
like a ninja turtle.
Yeah.
Too.
Stain looks like a Zabuza ninja turtle.
Guys, my name is White Fang. How you guys doing?
Kakashi doesn't go around saying, hey man, my name's White Fang of Konoha. The fourth didn't go around saying, yo, I'm the Yellow Flash, man, what's up? No, somebody else said he was known as the Yellow Flash because Stain the hero killer coming in, I kill heroes, but then he talking about some, I want to see the true heroes. And this is the stupidest part. He basically told his enemies his weakness. When Deku was on the ground and then Deku got up, I got excited. I won't lie. I was like, oh shit, how'd he get up? How did he get up? And then Deku was like, bruh, it's only 3 things that I can come to the conclusion of as to why I'm up right now. 1, it's because his weapons, as they hit, they do less damage. 2, the blood type could be dependent. Or 3, it's a situation where as he goes on, the duration of blood people he hits, it gives less and less. Whatever. Stain at that very moment then says, yes, you're right. It's the one with the blood type. I'm like, why would you just not tell your weakness, you dumb idiot? You just told. That's like Zabuza saying, all right, my weakness is you got to copy my moves. All right, Kakashi, do that. That's basically what you did. But you know why he did that? Because all this time when it was showing Stain in the credits, they were having a question mark as to what his quirk was. They wanted you to hurry up and know what his quirk was, and guess who told it? He did. And then what's stupid is that they somehow knocked him out. I'm not even going through how that was done. I like the fight with Todoroki and Stain a little bit because that was cool. That was cool. I'll give it that. But then when he gets knocked out, right? This flying enemy, and I won't lie, I didn't see this the first time because I stopped watching it. I was like, this is dumb. But I came back to watch it for research, and I was like, oh, bruh, it's dumber than I thought. Bruh, Buddy was knocked the hell out. Stain was knocked the hell out. He was knocked out. He don't like heroes, right? He want to kill heroes, right? That's what he wants to do. But then an enemy comes and grabs Deku and straight starts flying off with him, right? And everybody else is like, oh shit, Deku's being flown away. Of all people, Stain wakes up, runs, jumps, and kills this bird thing and saves Deku. Why did he do that? And then he says, because the only one I'll accept as a hero, ironically enough, is All Might. Wait, I thought you were a hero killer. Now you are an All Might Ding writer?
Now you're like his ultimate fan.
Now you're an ultimate fanboy? What is this? The Incredibles? What is that guy's name? Syndrome?
Yes.
You got some feelings that you need to share?
Syndrome actually killed heroes.
At least Syndrome did his job. He actually killed heroes, but he never said, "I am Syndrome, the hero killer." No, he doesn't do that. And then what happens after that? What happens after the tournament in Naruto? And after the tournament, when they had to go ahead and train to get ready for the real tournament with Neji versus Naruto, Naruto gets trained by Jiraiya, who comes out of nowhere, and he's actually the master over the master type deal. And then what happens in My Hero Academia right after that tournament? Jiraiya shows up, but Jiraiya's like I'm all about 4 foot, with a cape, looking ridiculous out there. That's who Jiraiya is in My Hero Academia. Now they're on some Sasuke retrieval arc shit. This is the same thing you've always seen before, everybody. That's the reason.
Oh, that is Baku.
First of all, Ingenium is so stale. I love speed characters. How come he can't run and step to the side one time real quick? He got duped out by a girl that had a book bag that had a pole that went to the ground and moved into the side like that. And he got tricked by that.
He's supposed to be comical relief?
It's supposed to be comic relief, I guess. But it's like, I can't take you seriously. And then they're saying story development. Story development where? Deku got handed his powers by some guy. Yuraka can't do nothing but Hanada. That's not story development. Todoroki is just basically Vegeta and Sasuke and both sides. That's it. Yeah. His powers don't make no sense. And he got blown out of the ring by Bakugo, but Bakugo can't blow a little girl out the ring. What kind of consistency is that? I'm going to say it again for you guys that are just coming in. Bakugo can blow a little girl, Todoroki out the ring with his bombs, but he can't blow a little girl out the ring with those same bombs. That's how weak the Fire and Ice guy is? I don't know, bro. You're comparing different characters from different universes with different power systems. I'm not talking about power systems. I'm talking about writing.
It's the same show.
Writing. It's the same show. If you look at it, Sakura was being controlled by somebody. If you look at it, Deku was being controlled by somebody. What do? Deku couldn't do anything. But the writing aspect made it stupider when the Alpha One cheated for him there. But that's called a Deus Ex Machina, which means a god in a machine. It's a button that you press when you run out of ideas. Masashi Kishimoto admitted this when he said that he had to make Kaguya come out of Madara because it would not make any sense for 2 teenagers to fight a grown, experienced ninja of all ages. That's why he had to do it, and he regrettably did it so. Whereas now, if you go back and look at that part when it came out, people in Japan were like, okay, this show is cool and all, but that wasn't really consistent. We don't like the fact that in Dragon Ball, when Goku saw that Kami tried to cheat, Goku said, no, Piccolo, you get a hit off me. Bam! No cheating. That's what tournaments are. But they got the All For One cheating back there once, but then when Todoroki goes against him, the All For One doesn't help him there. That means that you ran out of ideas. That means that you tried to do something the same, but you couldn't compete the same way. It's just that, okay, you do that once, you do that twice, you do that 3 times, okay. This man has done it the entire time.
Also, this is just Sky High in animated form.
Sky High, a Disney Channel movie. It's the same concept that this is.
Go watch it, please.
It's the same exact thing. Exactly. I'm talking about...
Exactly, like it's not even, like there's even memes. It's not even funny.
There's memes. There's not even funny anymore. It's just that nobody else is taking the mantle. And the reason why I'm saying all this is because these guys are getting paid millions of dollars for stuff that we've already seen before.
Yeah.
And we can do the same thing and make original stuff. Come on, guys. You kind of got to get a little bit upset about this because you're watching the same characters all over again. Did you know that bird guy? That's basically Hiei. I'm going to call Chuck Huber because I got his phone number. And I'm going to tell him, hey, you know how you did Hiei? Come on, bring Hiei back and put him in My Hero Academia because that bird guy, that's pretty much who he is.
If you want to read that big old long...
Oh, that's Arias. Hi, Arias. She over here watching. Not the same story, bro. Watch the movie again. No. I didn't say the same story. I said the same concept. Of course, you got to write a different story. You can't make it look the same way. But Japanese people can steal stuff too. You ain't hear about that Japanese composer from Dragon Ball Z that's been stealing music all the time? He stole all that music. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was mad about that. When Future Trunks came and sliced Frieza, the theme that was on with that guitar, that's stolen. The Cell theme, that's stolen. Yeah, they steal shit. It's okay. It's not something that hasn't happened before, but we need to wake up. I don't care if they're Japanese. Hiei inspired Sasuke. False. Sasuke is actually named after the actual ninja named Sasuke Uchiwa in history. He named him Uchiha because Uchiha means fan in Japanese. So there you go. The point I'm trying to make is that you're entitled to your opinion, and I respect that same way when I post stuff. Don't expect people to not come on my post and say their opinion. I personally don't know what your beef is with MHA, but I've seen your post lots about not liking it. You also said that you could write it better, which is also true, which is a huge statement, by the way, but we could write it better. Considering I still don't know what plot holes or bad writing you're talking about in the show, I will say this. Your age has nothing to do with how good you are at something. Yes, it actually does. Because when you look up this kid's only 26, and his inspirations are Naruto and Bleach, and that's it. You mean to tell me, of all the great shows in Shonen Jump, those are your only two inspirations? And it's apparent. You have no concept of anything outside of these stories that doesn't relate to just those two shows.
Also, just because you like something doesn't mean it doesn't go plot holes and flaws.
Right, just because you like something, like
what,
Armageddon.
I love Marvel.
Yeah.
They're plot hole written up the ass. So
yeah, I love them, but you got to recognize it for what it is.
Plot hole written, they got to rewrite entire multiverses,
arcs and shit. Of course.
Same thing with Resident
guess
Evil.
What? You gotta call them out.
Same thing with Resident Evil. Like the movies don't exist to me because that's bad fucking.
Or somebody keeps telling me about this rumor about a movie called Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh no!
You can like something, but
some people like Sonic 06. They do, but it's still bad.
Yeah, I'm about to say it. A lot of people don't like Steven Universe because of. And I can even point out the inconsistencies in that damn show.
But we still watch it because we're fans. Hold on, there are so many stories with similar concepts. No, stop. You're doing it again. What you're doing is you're talking about a situation where somebody takes inspiration and they make their own story, like Journey to the West and then Dragon Ball Z. They have the same concept of characters, but they have like an ironic sense. We do that same thing as well. Pink is an ironic sense of Sailor Moon. She's an actual fist fighter, though, as opposed to how Sailor Moon is not. We understand that concept. What I'm talking about is that what they're doing is the same exact things in the same exact order. You can't... If in Dragon Ball Z, when Goku fights Frieza, that's supposed to be all about a prophecy, but this story started from Journey to the West, you can't say that, okay, it's the same order. Or it's whatever. No, he actually put his own puns and his own time in it. But this guy is doing the exact same things. Oh, I don't have a power. That's the first couple of episodes. Then he's granted the ability to say he has one, which is basically the headband in Naruto. After that, he comes and meets other people, which is the same thing when he met Sasuke and Naruto and then Rock Lee and all of the rest of them. Then he has a tournament, basically in the sense that the forest tournament. It's the same thing. You see what I'm saying? And then when the tournament happens, one of them tries to take over the mine, and that's an early fight. Oh, of course. That's the Sakura Ino fight all over again. The speed fight, I was actually looking forward to a Rock Lee versus Gaara. I was super disappointed. Then they mixed up a bunch of stuff in here. Basically, that guy, Endeavor, he's all of that guy in freaking Sky Hill's dad. Sky High's dad. The nemesis of the show, his dad. It's the same things we've already seen. You know what could have been done? Was Ingenium. Ingenium could have been like, you know what? Screw this. I'm tired of being your slave or some junk. Take those things off his leg and show his natural speed against artificial intelligence. But nope, no character development there. They made a mockery of him. They made a time skip during a fight. And then she chose to step out the ring while he's back there still mad. You mean to tell me you have speed, but you could not catch her?
I'm sorry, don't think
he was really trying to catch her. He really couldn't catch her because all she was doing is little gadgets and stuff. Your speed is for nothing then. That's not character development. You guys will get it. And then here we go. The animation sucks because no one ever impacts with anyone anymore.
Terrible choreography.
No one knows how to impact with anyone anymore.
They do it to save money. So
they do this whole hand flashy going, my hand is going to hit you in the face. My hand is going to hit you in the face. My hand is going to hit you in the face. And then as it is about to get close, it goes to a faraway scene. And then it shows how hard your hit was. And it collided. And he's like, I'm entitled to my opinion. It's like this. If you think that that's good writing, then I believe that I would question your writing ability. I'm not saying you're bad. It's just that I would have to see what you would write. If you really
I
think that
find
this is
it
good
funny,
writing,
Mars, how you keep going hard in the paint.
no, Mars,
For
no,
something.
no. We've already look.
No.
You
I
can't-
want to say this.
Yeah.
I want to say this anyway. You going hard in the paint or being very opinionated on something. I'm like, buddy, you need to work on your own.
Right. Work on yours.
I was about to say,
You're over here sliding and riding on this guy, and it's bad, and you're trying to defend it. I think that your characters have a better concept and design to uniqueness than what those are. All of those characters, I could put them right next to what they match in Naruto, what they match in Dragon Ball Z, what they match in everything.
X-Men.
X-Men, I could match them everywhere. They're copies all over the place. And that's what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to be tricked by the flashiness because it costs millions of dollars. Of course, if they got 800 people working on a show, it better look good.
Do something flashy and something familiar.
It better look good. Do something what they already know we like. Of course, but that's not money. Money is originality. Money is long lasting. That's the reason why Disney's still around. Shonen Jump is showing weakness right now because they got two concepts that are just like Naruto. As a matter of fact, one of them is from the creator of Naruto. He created Black Clover. He created it, and I wait till I go in my books and I find it. He drew that character years ago. That's why he looks like Boruto. Them two upward ones, though. That's all he had. He was supposed to be a wizard. He was supposed to be a wizard. So now all of a sudden, this kid, and as soon as I saw that word magic in the first episode, I was like, wait a minute. This is Kishimoto's idea. He wrote about this in one of his mangas before, that he wanted to do a concept with magic, but he didn't do it because Harry Potter came out. Yeah, and now that everything's swept under the rug and Harry Potter's not out no more, he think people forgot. I ain't forget, homie. Wait till I find that book. And then what that will do is that will prove it once and for all that there is a weakness in Shonen Jump. They're running out of original content, or they're trying to look desperately and hold off until they find the next great thing. My Hero Academia is just a mashup of stuff.
everybody kind of. I
That's
would
it.
like to say, like, age does has a lot to do with everything.
Right, because
And-
Akira
and-
Toriyama didn't write Dragon Ball Z when he was that young. He had editors that changed everything that he did wrong.
I would like to say, like, when it comes to knowledge and writing and development, yes, it does.
Knowledge is power.
Because as longer you've been on this earth, the more experience you get.
Mm-hmm. That does count for something.
It doesn't matter what you read. You could you have to reread stuff from your youth when you're older, because the mindset is different back then than it is now.
Right. Things are more accepting now.
When I start to look at things back when I was a kid, I don't look at them as the same,
Right.
nor think of the same ideas.
Like everybody liked Linkin Park when they were jits. But now when you listen to it, it sounds very depressing. And you're like, damn, I used to like this. And now you can't really listen. And that's before he killed himself. Dead ass. Like I was feeling it before he killed himself. That you don't see things anymore the same way because you have a different experience. The first time you got drunk, that's an experience that you got used to in that moment.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who actually probably started watching My Hero Academia watch anime like less than 10 years.
Yes. A lot of the people that watch My Hero Academia have watched anime for less than 10 years. And that, my friends, keep on happening. A lot of y'all getting in now because anime is cool. But y'all wasn't here for the Rurouni Kenshins. Y'all wasn't here for the bebops. Y'all wasn't here for the Shaman King, which is way throwback. Y'all wasn't here for that. Y'all wasn't here for it.
I'm about to say,
Y'all
I watched it
Y'all
when
weren't
it
here
was
before
called...
Berserk, before Berserk was cool.
Y'all wasn't here before it was only.
when
Y'all
when
wasn't here
anime
when it was only
called
150 Pokemon.
Japanimation. That's when
Yeah,
I
yeah.
started.
Y'all weren't here for that.
Animation.
Y'all wasn't here to watch Slayer, something that actually had mind-riveting ideas.
You probably didn't see when Pokemon was first broadcast.
Yeah, this is just superheroes in the city trying to compete on how to be superheroes, and where the enemies at, just chilling on side of outsides. This is basically Naruto's same concept. It's okay to be heroes. It's okay to be ninjas.
Wait a minute. What came out first, though? One Punch
And everybody
Man
wants to be the best.
or
Like,
My Hero Academia? Because I know
One Punch Man came out first.
What is it? I know that their scaling system actually makes sense,
right.
even though it is a
he's
parody.
He's
Right.
just a gag.
Yeah.
He's
a gag
he's
character,
a gag outside
but
of everybody.
even
But
so,
everyone
he
else
still has to.
under him has
Right.
a scaling.
They got a scaling, whereas My Hero Academia doesn't have any scaling. They got a girl as the strongest basically right now because she can't be blown up out the ring, and that's not something that they said is a part of her power. That's just something that Bakugo could not do for some reason. Oh my God, he's trying to kill her. Oh my God, that's Videl all over again. At least with Spopovich, when she was about to fly out the ring, he caught her because he wanted to torture her some more. Whereas Bakugo could not knock her out the ring. It's stale, man. Like, stop sitting here and trying my intelligence. I'll make a fight scene with Pink and Estar right now that's fresher than all of that, and Estar don't even fight. She'll throw books at you and keep running and falling over shit. That's more interesting than what I saw. But at least the book will collide with the face. Like, they don't have there's no collisions ever. There's no collision. There's no actual punches anymore. There's no actual.
Oh, no. It could be.
There's none of that no more.
It could be a thing because I'm not trying to get on people's sensitivity though, but I think what it is because they don't want to have that close the hand-to-hand combat no more because of because of violence.
No, I got something against that. No, that helps you to learn how to not pull out a weapon. When I watch Dragon Ball Z and I see Vegeta fighting Raccoon, bigger than me, I would never run up on him. But Vegeta ran up on him with no gun. And that was so admirable that in the hood, we take that as a symbol of, all right, bruh, I don't care how big you is, hands. Hands. That's why people that watch Dragon Ball Z are all about hands. They're not all about fight. It's an actual discipline. Whereas, if you want to tell me this show is about participation trophies, then count me out.
Wait, what's the number one thing Goku does? He doesn't.
He shows you
if
how to
fight.
yeah.
He goes way in hell over there. You gotta go over there, not people.
Right. He's not showing you that he wants to fight you. He's showing you how to fight and defend.
Most of the time, he does not want to. He might want to spar with you.
Right.
Doesn't want to actually.
And at least in Naruto, people were fighting for a reason. There's no reason people are fighting here. Like, Stain the Hero Killer is fighting and trying to kill people, but he actually likes All Might, so then...
He respects heroes,
he respects heroes? Like, so then what is your story? Why are you here then?
That's what I mean. There's so much, like,
inconsistency.
But I would like to say, though, like, none of the characters really have the character development.
They don't.
Because... The thing is, though, Deku, from the beginning, from day one, he went in and tried to save someone without no powers. And now that he has powers and is starting to learn a little bit more, he's still doing the same thing.
What is he doing? He's not even saving people. He's just out there like... He's out there trying to train
more so than it almost seems like every time he goes in, he makes shit worse.
Right.
And it makes in a way that you have to feel sorry for him.
Yes, and I don't like that. That's that participation trophy shit.
That's really what it is that really gets on me. That it makes him he writes it where you always have to feel sorry for him.
Yeah, and that's bad in writing. You felt bad.
I'm like, has he actually earned? Only thing that I've seen that maybe could have earned something in the very beginning is when he cleared out that beach when he was training his body to get the All Might power.
And that's about it.
But that's about it.
After that is, I want to be in this tournament, and then people are attacking him. He's not really going out of his way to save anyone because everyone's attacking him. And it's
no. He's doing some type of test, and then some random shit happens all the time. But then that's a whole thing that any genre has. Yeah. That has to be consistent.
But what is his story element? What is development? What development does he have?
That he wants to be like All Might. He wants to be the hero of all heroes.
Now what? No. Did he want to be like All Might, or did he just want to have the power and then All Might gave it to him?
No, he wants to be like All Might.
Oh, he wanted to be like All Might himself.
Yeah, that's why he kind of like cringy, kind of have his costume and everything all around him and whatnot. But that's okay for the boy of his age. So there you go. They kind of did that whole creepy fandom to relate to the kids nowadays.
Right. I want to be like you. Okay, here's my power then. What? Yeah, here you have it.
There you go. What? Hold on.
Now go figure that shit out while it breaks your bones and shit, because I don't want it no more.
Oh, by the way, you're not ready, so every time you use it, it might kill you.
It might kill you a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Also, You could be blown out the ring by ice powers.
What?
Just remember that. That made no sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of inconsistencies in
the ice guy could not blow a regular person out the ring because when he went crazy and went, he froze him right in the spot. But all that ice went way out the stadium. But the guy stayed right there. He didn't go back. So Deku, who's coming at you at high speed with super strength and durability, can get knocked out of the ring by your firing ice. And also, for the animation buffs, look at that part where Deku gets knocked out of the ring by him. You will notice that it doesn't make sense. It more so looks like Deku messed up because Deku's coming at you, right? And then when he gets hit out the ring, when you notice where he's at, he's over there. How did he get knocked over there? Like literally flat out over there. You get it? There's no choreography. Like, wait a minute.
Like if
wouldn't he get shot backwards?
I would like to
Nope.
want to add the scientific note to that particular fight. Like even with both his fire and ice combination makes steam or whatever, so that whole explosive attack. But still, why would the steam would actually push him that way?
Yeah, it'll push him first.
Push him backwards.
It'll push Todoroki out first.
No, right. no. I'm talking about even if it projected right.
Right. It'll push Deku backwards.
Yeah, he
right.
would send him backwards.
But it sent Deku got pushed out to the left, like exactly to the left, 90 degrees. I'm like, how did that happen? Did you slip and trip and slide off the side of the beam and go that way or something by yourself? I don't know. Because that looks like you also didn't know how to end this fight. You didn't know how to end this fight, but you didn't want Deku to win because you didn't want Todoroki to be looked down on. So you kind of just ended it.
And they'll admit, Mangakas will admit that all the time. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, for anyone who's familiar with Joseph's art, he couldn't figure out how to end it, so a random volcano showed up.
Random volcano.
He made a character so ridiculous
that it's no way to really beat him.
He actually wrote himself in a way where he's like, I can't figure out how to end this where it makes sense, so volcano. Yeah.
And volcano gonna push him to space. Yeah. I think Deku just wants to be seen as a hero like All Might and doesn't know how to do it exactly. Not just be like him. Wait, that's the same story as Naruto. Naruto just wants to be the Hokage, but he just doesn't know how to do the clone jutsu right. That's the same story, man. Oh, Black Clover. Oh, I want to be the best magic person of all. I just don't know how to use magic right yet. That's the same story.
Yes.
At least Goku wasn't trying to be like nobody. Naruto was just wanting to be the best.
No.
He didn't want to be like anybody either.
No, what it is like today's writing theme. That's what it is. Like,
no,
I wasn't anything. I'm useless, but now I have something.
Right, yeah.
And now I want to be the greatest of X, Y, and Z.
Because I can. And it's like, no, you can't be the loser doing it. You have to become fresh. Even as it is. In Naruto, the way he wrote that story, everybody liked everybody else before they liked Naruto. Naruto was cool, but he didn't really get accepted until he beat Pain. That's when it was like, oh, snap. Look at what he is now. But that's because Jiraiya done died. That's because the frogs done trained him. That's because he learned how to do all of that himself. He learned it. He's a trickster. That was the point of Naruto. He takes something that somebody did before and puts his own spin on it. Remember, Jiraiya could do the Rasengan in one hand. But because Naruto couldn't generate enough chakra, he used the clone to do it.
I'm about to say,
that's cool.
Even Yusuke, he found out he had that power. Genkai had trained him.
Right, but people were still beating his ass easily.
Yeah, I'm talking about, and he still went to go train. I hardly see this kid train.
Yeah, My Hero Academia is basically a bad version of Shonen.
What it is like people talk about character development, but I don't see no character development
Correct.
Of actually working on yourself.
Right. Where's his parents?
Actually with self-pity.
Where's his parents at?
Oh no, his mom is the only one. His dad is like on some business trip at all times. So All Might is the dad.
That is so stale. At least in Naruto, they didn't tell you what happened all the way up until the middle of the freaking Shippuden arcs. You see what I'm saying? Basically, the reason why Naruto was outcast is because long ago they believed that he had something to do with the nine-tailed fox. Period.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with the fact that he was a loser. That has nothing to do with the fact that he was bad at anything. It's just that no one wants to train him or associate with him. Whereas this kid gets his power handed to him. Did you think that Naruto wanted to be like the third Hokage? No, he hated the third.
What was it? He got beat up because
all
he
the
was
time.
No. I'm talking about Deku before by the other kids
Why?
With Baku because he was quirkless. And that he was a geek and wrote everyone's ability to kind of figure out what.
I'm gonna tell you why that's stupid. So you mean to tell me everybody in this world that's quirkless they go beat up on? That's not consistent. Whereas Naruto specifically got beat up on.
Because he's extremely rare.
I don't care. I don't care.
It's only like 4% of the people in the world is quirkless.
But the point is that that's Naruto. You're forcing something. Oh, that's like me going around beating up handicapped children. Because you don't know how to walk right, I'm going to beat you up. Like, that's kind of what that is. Whereas in Naruto, it's because we think you got that nine tails in you and my parents be talking about it. That's why they beat him up. But he never knew why. That's better writing. And we don't even need to compare it to Naruto. We can compare this to Dragon Ball Z. Because Dragon Ball Z has pretty decent writing, but it was a gag artist.
What about Bleach? I know a lot of... I don't know shit about Bleach.
All right, Bleach was good. Bleach was good all the way up until I saw that Aizen was still alive.
I think what it is, he wrote himself into a hole.
He did.
No. What happened was, instead of following his editor, which once again, why we shouldn't say, all manga are always right. No. Some kid on some Make-A-Wish Foundation shit said, "Hey, you should follow your heart."
Yeah.
And that's the wrong thing to tell us.
With Tite Kubo, the creator of Bleach, being a cancer, with him being a cancer, I can pretty much guess what happened with him.
The editors had a perfect setup for him.
Editors had a perfect setup, right? But then this kid wrote a message to him saying, "Do what you want to do with Bleach," and that is a no. Even I myself can't write DNM Densetsu no Mangaka without considering editing, because
or go through me.
Oh yeah, because you can't be one view. Like, did you notice the pattern in Bleach? We love it, I love it, but the pattern was a girl kept getting kidnapped. Stop doing that. How many times did Rukia get kidnapped? Twice? No, I don't know. It was Rukia, then it was Orihime twice, right?
No, he did that at the end when he was trying to end it.
No.
Follow your heart, end it how you want.
No. I know that, but I'm talking about even in that. Even before that, I can still spot, even though I like Bleach, I can spot the consistency that
he has all these. Isn't one big thing about Bleach? He has all these raw characters.
Yeah, and they ain't doing shit. Yep. He has a lot of raw character designs, but they ain't doing shit. They're just standing around. Not only that, I didn't like how in the Aizen arc, how it's like a war, and basically the only ones that died are Aizen's people. And Aizen didn't die.
Don't get me wrong, I love Bleach,
I was like, this is raw as hell when Ichigo beat him finally. It was, all of that was perfection. Until I saw that Aizen was still alive. And then Ichigo lost his powers, and I was like, why is Aizen still alive? What is the point of him still being alive? And then I saw it at the end, they used him as the stop button. The Deus Ex Machina. We don't know how to end it, so just have him do it.
I was about to say, I'll even talk about Berserk.
Oh, snap. Aishan said, do we got pressure with cancer?
He didn't even do that. He went, "Hey, I'm a distraction." And then the bad guy went, "What?" And then the other went, "Slice."
Yeah, he could have had anybody be a distraction.
Wait, hold on. Berserk. I was like, that's literally the whole purpose of Aizen. He just pulled a Vegeta. He went, "Hey, look over here."
Hey, look over here. I'm gonna blow your ass up. That's all it was. So,
I was like,
have you talked about who was worse father, Naruto or Goku? There was a heated debate about it in a group of men. Okay, Naruto or Goku? You can't say Naruto's a bad father because he's in his father's life. His son is just a brat.
Goku was dead after saving the world.
And then Goku died after saving the world. Also,
wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute. Naruto really is really awkward compared to Goku, in which he, I give it to Chi-Chi.
Right.
I give it for Chi-Chi for dealing with that.
And that whole Piccolo is a better father thing, I'm just going to put it out for the record. I've never supported that because, to me, Piccolo is like his older brother. As it is, he's only a few years older than Gohan. And I saw that as he's like a little brother that he's annoyed with. So, yeah. But writing-wise, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
A lot of the times...
I really don't know. It's like they don't have a fatherly figure to look up to. No, except for Grandpa Gohan.
But no, Grandpa Gohan inspired Goku. Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
And then Master Roshi also kind of like tutelage them as far as discipline. Because even though he was a lecherous old man, that's his disguise.
Naruto didn't really have no one up until like he was 12.
Yeah, he always had government assistance, if you will. That's what that was. Basically, because his parents died, they made a deal that they won't talk about it anymore. So they took care of him all that time. But people that knew the deal kept it on hush-hush, and they kept Naruto excluded from everything. So that's a story behind that, whereas Deku is just a regular kid that wants a power. Oh, I don't have one. Maybe there's something in that.
Even Saitama was just some random ass dude.
Yeah, Saitama worked for his.
No, Saitama was he literally just walking on the street and he came across a kid being beat up by some crab monster.
Right.
He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna save you.
There's a reason.
There wasn't any I want to be the greatest.
Right.
No, he was tired of looking for a job because he was unemployed and shit, and I can understand that.
Right.
So,
whereas, let me help you in Naruto too. Naruto wasn't all about trying to be, you know what I'm saying, serious either. He was a prankster. He was a jokester. It was an event that took place. That always starts off the story. Whereas Naruto was used by a rogue ninja that was going to kill him afterwards. So now, fuck the games, fuck the bullshit. We got to get serious. In Dragon Ball Z, it's, you know what I'm saying, with Raditz comes. In Dragon Ball, it's when Bulma comes. It's something that happens that says, okay, this will start the adventure. Whereas in My Hero Academia, it's just a baby boy crying about, I don't got no powers. And I was like, okay, well, if you want, here's some. And then now go do shit with it. It's not even like he wants to do anything with it. He just wants to have them. That's it. Like, Naruto wants to become Hokage. He wants to save the village. And as the story progresses, he talks about how he's going to change the way the village is in the Neji area. He's going to change the way the Sasuke was treated with the Uchiha. He's going to change all of these things because of that. Whereas with Deku, what is he changing? Nothing. He just wants to be a hero. That's it. This is a participation show.
And there's not even a greater evil to actually
worry about,
to make it a goal either.
There's no
it's
great
like
evil.
You want to just be a hero and that's about it.
And they got to make up people that were supposed to think is serious, but they're clowns in disguise. Like, so far, Stain is the...
These are, like, all of the enemies that are in My Hero Academia is all surrounded by All Might.
Right.
And whatnot. That came after because they got butthurt because All Might did all this great shit.
That's it.
There's no one that actually think about controlling the world. You know, like maybe even with that whole cliche part, to take over the world in some type of way, to think about, you know what, I want to control everyone that has court so I can make everyone my slaves. There's not even none of that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you're just patrolling to be a hero.
Right.
Oh, that's it. That's nice though, but I would like to have something more. Is there going to be a potential threat later on? And even I find it funny how they go hard in the paint for My Hero Academia as far as like animating it, but it takes like fucking 7-8 years for Attack on Titan.
Which actually has a premise.
Now, Attack on Titan, I will say though, I hate it and I love it. I love the originality of having giants and whatnot and everything, but I could see how the writer is having a hard time to actually making things like consistent to make sense, or at least funnel it into make it follow the theories and everything into a proper ending.
Right.
It's just like a lot of people don't really look at it. They think that we're just being arrogant or full of ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Because we see it. Like the Hunger Games is not talked about no more because of the inconsistency in that. The Hunger Games. Think about it.
And Twilight. Nobody don't talk about Twilight no more
because that shit's
bad.
It had a writing inconsistency.
Also, 50 Shades of Grey.
Right.
That is a very huge a butthole
booty hole cleanser.
Right there.
And it's like the Hunger Games. The whole premise of the story is, I want this boy and I want this little girl. No, not her. Take me. Okay. 3 movies later, that same little girl dies anyway. Why are we here? That was what messed her up. Twilight, you told us about this whole thing with the Volturi and how they can control your minds and whatnot. And now we're waiting to see why this girl is important, because the vampire somehow can't read her mind. All of a sudden, when she becomes a vampire, why can't you read her mind? It's not because her mom had some kind of power, who was never mentioned into the story at all. It's not because she's a part of some kind of ancient race that was probably thought to believe to be able to counter vampires or nothing. No, it's because she's an emo little girl that lives so far north that she never sees color, and she's so used to being depressed that she knows how to shut her mind out. And I'm like, so you mean to tell me that this is the only girl that's good at that? Writing inconsistency. And then when the Volturi come, you don't even have a fight. They just go home. Oh, snap. She became a vampire? Yeah. And now we can't read your minds? Yeah. Damn. And then they went home. In the movie, they had to add a fight scene. That should tell you how bad the writing was. They had to add a fight scene. They said added scenes. Like it's a new feature. No, because your book was bad and the movie's trying to help you not waste money. Easy. We know this stuff, man.
Well, it was a moneymaker.
Right, it was. But the thing is that it was bad.
But I will give it to this though too. I'm like, look at the classic stories like what was it? Lord of the Rings. Like I know that, they came out with The Hobbit not that long ago. What was it? Harry Potter. This lady keeps writing so much. A lot of people want it because of the way that she wrote everything. It's consistent. Things make sense.
Right.
And you want to know the history, and she's giving you the history, and it actually makes sense.
J.R. Tolkien, he was also legit.
You can't make fans. So
he wrote notes on everything.
You can't make fans serve. No, sorry. You can't make fan fiction from My Hero Academia that well. You can't.
Oh no, they can, but it's usually
no, you can't. No. What I mean by fan fiction is that you can't build a whole history on it because you don't really know anything that's going on. I feel like BNHA. What is BNHA? I feel like it's focused less on story and more on the characters themselves. The story is lacking, but I think it wasn't meant for the stereotypical shonen to be so stereotypically shonen as a catalyst. Wait.
Oh, it's talking about My Hero Academia.
Right. But the thing is that that would make sense if it wasn't replicating every single thing. Like, there's nothing that I've seen that has not been done in a shonen in this show. What I mean by that is that, like, when Naruto and Sasuke were going up against Zabuza, right? And then Sasuke caught the Wind Demon Shuriken. When he threw it at Zabuza, you expected him to jump over it. What you didn't expect was that the shuriken itself was Naruto. So then he pop, and now he threw it back. They don't have anything like that anymore in this show. They don't have, how do your powers significantly help you against somebody that's better than you? No, it's beat him up, punch him in the face, beat him up, and they don't even hit each other. Like the ice and fire guy, just freeze them. Never does that ever cause him to win. It's never something that makes him win. It's always some shit that's like, this is his power, and it does this. He freezes some random guy we don't care about with it. That's it. Whereas he doesn't take it and puts actual emphasis into the story with that power.
A show that does that great, where it lets you have threatening powers, but have a mystery to what they are, with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Right.
You never really know what they're squaring up against until it's fully
shown up in front of them. Right. You got to investigate the whole reason.
How does this work? Like, they're fighting it, still not knowing how it works.
Right.
Until it's an aha moment.
Aha.
Eureka.
And then
they still have to, and you don't even realize that until after it's done, and then they'll say, "Yeah, this is how I figured it out."
Right. And the thing is that they're getting paid millions of dollars for this.
Yeah, but the thing is though, every time that they solve anything, it's always with Deku.
Right.
And then that somehow the other characters have they're put on the back burner.
Yep.
And have Deku always shining
for no reason.
Yeah. In which, this person could shine a little bit more. Besides what happened in the in those tournaments, in the school tournaments.
Right.
You know,
they gotta practice against each other as opposed to like when they were fighting against Stain. Like all they really did to Stain was kick him in the left and punch him in the right. That's it. That's really it.
They caught him off guard and
no. They didn't catch him off guard. Like all it was just a moment of Todoroki's distracting him, trying to freeze him, but Stain is moving all around that. So then Deku's like, all I gotta do is hit him with my fist, and then Genium, all I gotta do is kick him with my leg, and they collide. That's it. That knocked him out, but then he grabbed the sword and tried to cut what's the name, and so they physically hit him again. This has nothing to do with their powers. This is like Kankuro, wait, like in Naruto, Kankuro, his puppet gonna hold you down. Or you're gonna think that Kankuro is himself and you got him, but now that actual Kankuro body is the puppet, and now Kankuro is inside the puppet. Like that is actually cool to use. He uses chakra strings to make all of his puppet movements accurate with his fingers. They don't
even still, you know what? It could have been a thing too, where Fire and Ice Buddy, he could even do ice clones of himself to do like a memorabilia of like all the characters that do that, like Sub-Zero, because that show is nothing but all American shit, just Japanese.
Right. He doesn't make ice clones. He doesn't make ice balls. He doesn't freeze the floor, nothing like that. I'm not saying that he should. It's just that all he does is blow his ice out and it doesn't really do anything.
To me, he could have frozen Stain like several times.
Right. He in the air with I would have frozen all three of their ass.
I'm about to say, like, tell him, get the fuck out. I'm going to freeze the whole alley.
Right.
The whole alleyway.
Get out of here. And then he tries to freeze the whole alley and it doesn't work. That would have made for better storytelling than just, I got to hit him with my fist. I got to hit him with my leg. That's it.
You know.
And then when he gets up, he doesn't even want to fight them no more. Also, his mom was mortified of her. Hold on, wait. Yeah, I do wish the other characters get more spotlight. His dad is obsessed with something. Sorry, I was trying to... What else? Also, like... I'm trying to make sense of Ingenio. The speed guy. Like, if you were a speed person, then how come... Like, how come you didn't think to...
I won't lie, he kind of reminds me in Ouran High School. He reminds me of, I forgot his name. The one with the dark hair and the glasses that he does look like. Mm-hmm. He is the youngest brother and trying to oppress his older companies to get a company. That's really what he is. Yeah. He's from Ouran High School.
Ouran High School. he left there and came to this school, and this is what happened to him. But he sucks because you don't even use speed to your advantage. All you do is just run in a straight line. You don't have any character development. All you have is an older brother that did everything, and you want to just be like him. Like, that's like Sasuke to me all over again, but just you're a punk. Like, that's what it really is, because he's a crybaby. He does cry a lot. I want to be good. But you actually have a quirk. Shut up. It's Deku's job to cry. Like, legit, it's not even consistent.
I'm like, I would love to see him do some, like, fresh shit. Like, some Sonic shit, or even Dash from The Incredibles.
Or some Rock Lee shit, something. But nope, all I gotta do is hit him with my leg. Like, do you know how many times Rock Lee can hit you with his leg? That's it? No, he has actual moves. There's no speed moves. There's no, like, what else?
I'm convinced Dasher would have whipped his ass.
What else? Who is that girl with the tongue? I'm not even.
Oh, the frog girl.
Isn't that the frog guy from X-Men?
Yeah.
What is her ability?
Toad.
What is her? Yeah, that's Toad from X-Men. But why do you have this tongue? And what is the point of it?
No. She's supposed to have characteristics of a frog.
I get that.
That's it.
I get it. But what is the point of it? He had characteristics of a frog too. At least he had a story. I'm in the underground. I'm accepted as a freak, so I don't like anyone. So we're a part of the underground. Oh, no. At least he has a story.
Oh no! Because then you can't say that because all the other characters that have the weird body modification.
The point I'm trying to make is that makes no sense.
Well, they try to make it normalized.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. It makes no sense. They're trying to shoehorn it in. You got to think. Wait. You got to think.
No.
Her quirk is just to act like a frog. Come on now. You're running out of ideas, is the point. You just want a hot girl here. She's a frog. Okay. Does this frog have any significant power? At least the frogs in Naruto can do stuff because they come from a specific mountain. Does she have a history to this power? No. She just acts like a frog. So is there somebody out there that acts like a fish? Is there somebody out there that acts like a bird? Is there somebody... I'm not trying to be ridiculous now, but the point is that, okay, why frog? Why? No, I'm not saying it's bad because Naruto is all about frogs and I know why. But you tell me why here frog? Why? As a quirk, why? At least the girl that can just zoom in on shit can see things for advantage. Does she live in water? Why frog? She's really a character whose background hasn't been fully seen yet. No, she's one of all of the characters whose background who hasn't been seen yet. The point is that they're shoehorning stuff in and trying to give you it and they're putting it on your forehead and they're trying to say, you like it? But if I say, nah, I don't like it. Nah, you ain't in, man. No. Tell me why she's a frog.
Yeah, nobody can answer that
like,
question.
I can see if it's because she's super limber and she sneaks in and she's like, I can see if she was a bad guy too. But like, you're a good person. You hang out with regular people. She can swim. She got long tongue and sticks to stuff. Okay, so then what's stopping somebody from being a spider at this point?
Oh, there is a spider guy.
Okay, then what's stopping somebody from being a fucking snake and a badger and all the rest of these animals first?
And a panther.
A panther, like an animal.
There's the principal is a cute bear thingy.
He's a cute bear thingy. Okay, does he have what is his quirk though?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't.
Has this frog girl ever fought?
Yes.
And what did she do in this fight?
She has frog powers. So
what's frog powers? That's not frog powers. So frog abilities?
Yes. Okay. As far as like her tongue stretching and sticking on things.
Right. That's a quirk.
And that she could swallow things as well.
This is exactly like Toad from X-Men. I'm trying to see if there's a difference, is the point. There's no difference between her and Toad.
A Japanese female Toad.
A Japanese female Toad is literally. I can see if there was some kind of depth
she's
to it.
accepted because she's hot.
She's accepted because she's hot. Like sexy.
Yeah.
That's it. It's shoehorned in. I'm telling you, Wes. Let's compare her to Ino, who's hot, but can control your body. She wanted to. Well, all of them are born with this quirk, so I don't know why. No, how or why. Okay. No, I'm not saying why. It's just that when I say why, I'm talking about why did the writer make this a frog? As opposed to an actual ability. You see, it's like at this point, is that a quirk? Or is that just you? This is where the scaling keeps messing up, though. Because... how do you run out of energy as a quirk? Is there an energy system here?
Your stamina, apparently. Your stamina.
Yeah, your stamina.
Yeah.
So what determines stamina, though? Because All Might's power is in Deku, but I be seeing him tired all the time.
Oh, because he has he's internally bleeding and dying inside.
Oh, so this is encouraging kids to internally bleed to get stronger.
No. That's All Might. That's what's going on with All Might.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
The principal is a super smart animal. His quirk is his intelligence being beyond even a human's. I'll give it that. He has a good principal.
Okay.
I'll give it that. He's super smart.
Well, I would hope so.
Dumbledore was the principal of a school. And he was super smart, but that wasn't his ability. There's no depth to these characters. You have to write these characters' names down, and I bet you if you had to list their abilities, you would name one thing for each. Is the point I'm trying to make here. By the time that Naruto had got his headband, just by that time, they had not introduced Sasuke, they had not introduced Sakura, they don't introduce anybody except him and the teacher. At this part.
Well, no, that was the beginning.
No, I know it's the beginning. But let me tell you how much depth he had at that point. At just that point. One, you got the Nine Tails inside you, boy. And that's the reason why the village don't like you, boy. Really? Boy. Yeah. And this guy right here doesn't like you because you're the reason his parents kind of died in a way. Because he kind of feels like that night that the Nine Tails did that that you did that. What? Yeah. And guess what? Everybody else hates you too. That's character development. But let's talk about Deku. He just got about some friends. You know what I think Deku really is? An example of Geku and Dragon Ball Evolution. Right? That's what that is. Oh, I'm not picking on me because I ain't got no powers. Why would people with powers pick on people with no powers? That makes no sense either. Like, literally. Like, Naruto got beat up on by older kids because he was always starting with them first. See what I'm saying? But a person with no... That's like... Who in this world has no powers? Is there anyone in this world with no quirk?
He was.
Are there normal? In other words, are there normal people?
Yes. There are regular people. They're just extremely rare.
Okay, but doesn't matter. The point is that there are normal people. Kind of like in Naruto, there are normal people that don't do none of this ninja shit.
Yeah.
All right. So why would they pick on him? Is he in an area where he's going to a school where they have quirks and shit?
No, everyone in school has quirks but him.
Okay, but is it a school for quirks?
No, it's just
a regular school.
Yeah.
So then when he gets the power, he goes to a school for this?
Yeah. You go to high school to train to be a hero. That's the whole point of the show.
All right, bro. Okay. I'm done.
What's the difference between the special high school and the regular high school
because
both sets of people have powers?
No, the other one's run by the government.
All right, but what qualifies you to go from regular school?
You have to do a test.
If apparently
no, not qualified. In other words, what I'm trying to make is that so in middle school, let's just say middle school, everybody in regular school.
Yeah.
So after middle school, you can choose to go to high school and go to this hero shit, or just go to regular high school, even though you got a quirk.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Yeah. You train to be a hero for the government.
This is so bad. Because then there could be somebody that just doesn't. I don't want to go to that shit. I do it on my own. That's what you're telling me.
Well, it's illegal if you do some shit on your own.
No, not doing some shit. Just live. Don't want to go and just be.
Yeah.
So then again, why would you pick on people that have no quirks? That doesn't make sense.
Oh, wait a minute.
They just forced that in. They wanted to have another Naruto story. Feel sorry for this kid. The only one who really hates him for being quirkless is Bakugo. But that's because Bakugo has to be an asshole. That's what everybody wants in his character. But even he doesn't make sense. He can blow out Todoroki, but he can't blow a little girl out the ring.
No, and plus his anger issues.
Anger issues don't make those. What that does is that it enables people to think that I'm a raspy behavior, so I can be like this. So he gets punched in the face in real life by somebody that ain't about that shit. That's what that is.
I know that at some point something happens.
Yeah.
All Might did something.
Yeah, he had to stop being like that.
And he all hurt on some Sasuke
retrieval arc. Oh, the Sasuke retrieval arc. That's right. I forgot the Bakugo is butthurt feeling arc. Anyway, the thing with Izuku, who is Izuku?
Oh, that's the frog girl.
Right. Is mostly coming from Bakugo. I don't think everyone else cared that much. I don't know. The thing is that I keep hearing like, well, yeah, the story's not that great. Instead of, no, that's bad. So when I be online talking about it being bad, don't come on the post saying, oh, why do you feel that way? When everybody keeps giving me excuses as to why it's bad, instead of explaining how it's good. If you
everybody wants to explain it say that's good because of all the character development. He believes in himself when shit is like not like when the shit looks hopeless or whatever the fuck. Wait, Noizuzu is Noizuzu.
Oh, he has like 3 names. And you know what, by the way, the word Deku, I used to really, really love that word for The Legend of Zelda. But now that I see it on him, I completely hate that word now. Like, I never knew the word Deku to mean useless until this show came out. Literally, they say apparently it means useless. And I guess that's supposed to be the point, but they are doing a bad job of making that the point, if that's what they're trying to do. At least our protagonist isn't an idiot like most popular shonen. No, he actually is kind of like an idiot. Because let me tell you why he's an idiot.
He has random smart moments.
Right, random smart moments, but he's still dumb. Like, at least Goku comes out the hat and stole you when you thought he wasn't. Or at least Naruto comes out the pocket when he stole you when you thought it wasn't. Whereas Deku, you're expecting him to be smart in these moments, but he's a little bitch. He's dumb. Like with Stain. Like, that was stupid. You come up to save and then you get hit. It's pronounced Deku, not D. I don't care how it's pronounced. I call it Deku. Deku Scrub. Deku. I pronounce it from Zelda. This kid here, what's his name? Izuku Midoriya, whatever his name is. They have some traditionally, like, the names don't even have depth to them. They don't. Like, at least Neji means screw. So that means his spin is supposed to simulate a corkscrew. Or Sakura supposed to mean the pink roses in the garden. Or Ino means insight. Or at least Shikamaru Nara means the deer clan. At least these names mean something in the story. Sasuke Uchiwa or Uchiha for fan. You know what I'm saying?
Why you keep using Naruto?
Because, fine. Goku means strength. At least we know all the puns in Dragon Ball Z. Ichigo means number one. We already know those.
Ichigo means struggle.
No. Ichigo means number one. Ichigo. Ich means one. I am number one. That's why his theme means number one. And listen to Ichigo's theme. I am number one. See what I'm saying? And he's the one with the Ichigo Strawberry was his nickname because of his hair. That's it. The point is that there's no depth. Renji has depth to his name. You can look up these traditional names. Whereas Bakugo, what does that mean? Bad boy that's kind of mad. That's it. Still no, I don't feel like looking it up. That's for them to do. Because it doesn't mean anything. Midoriya, Deku, Izuku. That's like somebody that you know. That's because he knows. There's no depth to the name. It's not interesting. Bulma is an interesting name. Uraraka. What is that? What is the Uraraka?
Call him Midoriya instead of Deku.
But if it's so Midoriya, what does that mean? That's a fresh name from somebody I know in history. And I do not associate that with him. When I think of Naruto, I don't think of anybody else. When I think of, let me see, their names are full of puns though. Yeah. All right, so what are the puns? Enlighten me. I don't call him Deku, I call him Izuku. Okay. Point is that, what are the point of their names? What is the point of their story? All that I'm seeing right now is that there's a butthurt guy leaving. Why are you ranting so much on MHA anyway? If you don't like it, leave it alone. Sheesh. Because they get paid millions of dollars to do the same thing that I could do better. That's why. Take him in the room, please, because I ain't got time for all that. I am literally ranting about this because I can get paid to do this a lot better than them. Setsu? Wait, Setsu? Uravity? What is Uravity? Yurakaka. What is you? Is that what you're trying to say? Yurakaka is gravity? Or Midoriya is a pun on the color green?
Oh, no. Why say something? Because you guys keep fucking putting it in our face.
No. I've already answered that question. Why am I ranting about it? Because I'm sitting here making a better series. Stop. I'm making I don't care. I am making a better series and I am actually animating it myself. He only just does 1/4 of the work on only the manga. He does not animate it. So I believe that I have a place to say something on it. Is that fair?
Also, this isn't just their opinion. This anime is terrible.
It's not just, and plus, you need to actually look at what the Japanese parents. Hold on, wait, here. Why do you think that One Piece is still the #1 manga over there? Come on. I'm not saying nothing that nobody else is saying. Y'all acting like I'm saying something that's new. I don't have an unpopular opinion. You guys just don't research. But I'm just waking y'all up, of course. It's okay. Coffee doesn't taste great on your first cup. You got to get a couple of cups. Keep watching it. This is all the same shit that they've seen before. They're still reading One Piece, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, nice.
One Piece is still read more than My Hero Academia over there.
Said One Piece is still going after even all of them.
They're wondering if that man is not sick or not. If he's sick or not. He sleeps 3 hours a day every day. The guy that does One Piece.
Oh, I thought it was 4 hours.
No, 3 hours a day. They have to check on him all the time. And his manga is still better than My Hero Academia. You guys are just making us look like, the reason why they're spoon feeding us this is because you guys don't do research and they're looking at us like dummies. Oh, you guys like that? That's all we gotta do? All right, then fine, fuck it. Make the same shit over again. That's it. Bring in the money. Bring in the money. They like the same shit. Make them like the same shit. Bring it in.
I was about to say, even Penny and Stocking was a parody off of the Powerpuff Girls.
Right.
But nobody doesn't, everybody didn't know that. It's like it's lowball because guess what? It's popular over here.
Right, but over there they're not even doing with that.
That they just like threw some shit together.
Right. Why do you think? And hold on, here's the biggest one that's gonna hit y'all. Do y'all know why Dragon Ball Super stopped? Do you know why? Because the voice actress for Goku, who was 80 years old, got another voice acting role. Why do you think that is? Because the ratings were dropping. She's like, all right, look, let's put this on hold before it gets worse, and let me go try to do something over here. Okay. It's dropping. They're not going to say things are falling over there, though, but I can see them. These stories are the same stories we've seen. These stories don't make sense, though. They don't. And they're getting paid all that money to do the same shit when I know I'm better than this kid anyway, because all he does is illustrate. He doesn't animate. I illustrate, I write, I create, and I also animate. Even Akira Toriyama has a hard time animating. He said it himself. All they do is illustrate. I can make a better anime than My Hero Academia if I had 800 people on my disposal. Of course. Give me that. I have Japan wanting to buy our shit, and that's coming. It's coming. So before you think I'm arrogant, understand, I don't have a job. I don't want to go get a regular job. I sit here with no money, mastering what I'm doing, so that one day I will definitely have no questions as to what my opinion on a great story is. But I can't do that doing something else at the same time. At the same time, while I'm doing this, I am allowed to speak on things in my same field. For instance, if you were a medical nurse or a pediatrician, I can't come in your job and then you start ranting about this one guy that's not doing their job right. I can't come in there and say, you don't know what you're talking about. Why you talk about this person so much?
You're arrogant.
You're arrogant? No, you study the field. We study the field. Read my manga. Read it. It's up. If you really, really want to try and see if I'm just talking shit, read it. I have Cynthia Krantz and Stephanie Nadolny who know these things, wanting us to make this work. I got Greg Sipes, the voice of Beast Boy. I got Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, eagerly reading our stuff. And they love it. I am not saying all this stuff for no reason, but I don't brag about my story. I don't. I just let it come. But I will speak on things that I see are wrong in other places. That doesn't make me arrogant. That just makes me knowledgeable. If I wasn't a manga artist, if I wasn't an animator and I was saying all this, then you can call me arrogant. I be butthurt, but I can't disagree. When I think about it, you guys are right. I won't defend a sinking ship, but I won't leave it. Right. I'm not saying that you got to stop watching the show.
Like it,
but just listen to reason. It's an opinion.
Yeah. Don't just go hard in the paint and like tell anyone who don't agree with you that they're shit.
Or that we're arrogant, right?
Yeah, I can't tell you how many people, even on my post right now, telling me how wrong I am, talking about, oh, you're entitled by your wrong opinion, this, that, and the other. And someone did call me arrogant and whatnot. Someone told me that my age didn't matter and whatnot because that they know more and whatever, they know the amount that I know. No, they don't. Sorry. Yeah. Age does have a difference. And again, mindset does too.
Exactly. So again, we're not trying to tell you not to like it.
Yeah, do what it is, because guess what? I still enjoy the art. The art is wonderful. It's like he does have some weird things like about it.
When he drew Naruto that time, I did not like that.
Yeah, I will say though, I didn't like the way
that his style is just for him. Hold on. Can I support the types of stories I love and support you as well? It sells for a reason because we like it, but we like other things. Oh no. We will say that you can support it.
Go do you.
You can still support it. That's fine.
Don't put that shit in my face.
But it's like
that's my.
If you no, they can. You are entitled to do whatever you wish. Support it, love it as you wish. But if you say something that I find incorrect, or I disagree with.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna say that.
I will have to say though, like was it my last live or something, or Greg's last live like a few days ago, over this My Hero Academia stuff, how we were trying to tell someone was wrong and they got fucking butthurt.
Yeah. It's enabling participation trophies. And it's okay if it happens like that, that's fine. But it just makes me eager to hurry up and get my series out there better, because once we start ours, not once we start.
So, wait a minute, some people just can't handle the truth. Yeah.
No, that's the point, you know. You got to understand that this means that if you guys are also wanting to make your own series, this is the time. Hey, dude, are you guys still okay with me doing proofreading on the manga? Yeah, of course, yeah. Because, I mean, we're about to start the next chapter. I want to say next week, actually. I want to take next week and do the next chapter. Start it up again. Because the next chapter explains everything.
Because this week we're kind of relaxing.
Relaxing? We're trying to recover, damn it.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. It's so same.
I am going to do another live video about this. The last weekend, oh my God, I completely... Look.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I did not post
was
at all.
Off the chain. I can't even begin, but
it was weird.
It was weird because
it had so much good things, but it had so many like weird things happen as well.
No, I wouldn't say weird. Don't say weird. No, different.
Oh,
because you're making it, you're confusing people.
I'm sorry.
With that. That's weird. No, I'm gonna use that word. I would say, probably a stupid question, but where is your manga up? Oh no, that's not a stupid question. If you go to Webtoon, let me go ahead and show you how to do it right now. Here we go. So right now here
comes that little chunky boy.
Go to webtoons.com, right? And then over here, you can log in or whatever if you have a login, but if you don't matter. Go to the search. Densetsu no Mangaku. Bam. And then you'll see it right here. Okay. And then there's 2 pages now of. So this is the first part right here. And then you can scroll down. Read part by part, as you can see. Scroll. And then when you scroll to the bottom, you can either leave a comment if you have an account, or you can go to the next chapter. See, it has them all here. And then they have more past this point. So you can keep going. And there it is. And with that, I'm going to bid you all adieu, because I want to come back on live later on and talk about exactly how the weekend went. I have learned so much this weekend that I won't be surprised if we end up trying to make our own event in a year. Have you ever talked about Densetsu no Kan? Legendary Con? Densetsu no Kan? What do you think? Is that a trendy name?
Legendary Con? Why not?
Do you know how many
Legendary Con.
Legendary Con, but make it Japanese, so it's Densetsu no Kan. Because Densetsu no Mangaka means the legendary manga artist. And then Densetsu no Kan means the legendary con. But you know how many phone numbers I got on my phone now? From celebrities after we did what we did this weekend? We were artists in Artist Alley that brought out 2 celebrities. Cynthia Krantz, the voice of Chi-Chi, the voice of Botan from Yu Yu Hakusho. And Stephanie Nadolny, the girl that did the legendary Gohan. And Kid Goku from Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball GT. We had them at our booth. And the best part is that SuperCon did not promote them at all. Because, we brought them there ourselves. And as we were out there in those aisles, it was like, hey, man, Chi-Chi here. Hey, man, Gohan here. Bro, you should have seen it. And they...
wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt, probably found it.
Right. If you had a Dragon Ball Z shirt on, we found you. If you look like you like Dragon Ball, we found you. If I yelled out, in the Dragon Ball Z fans, we found you. You reacted to my Piccolo, we found you. The celebrities themselves said they had an experience that they've never had before. Usually when a celebrity is announced on a page, the people get hype about them in that moment. And then by the time they get to the show, it's already, all right, they're going to decide if they're going to come or not come see you.
And what they're
and what they're gonna say the whole nine. Whereas the way that we did it, surprise! She said she felt like a unicorn in a zoo, like a rare treat, because people would come with their first reaction, like, "For real?" Because it was more general. It was more, genuine. I was going to say genuine. And they've never had that before. They've never had it before where they actually got to actually see the reaction. It felt like you're on Punk right now. And you are now being tested to believe if this is actually Chi-Chi or not. Some people was looking at me like, brother.
Oh, when Stephanie spoke, I saw grown men just lose all composure.
You know what I'm saying? Or when. Oh, no. This dude, I ain't gonna lie, boy. This one dude came up and I said, bro, you like Piccolo, right? He said, yeah. I said, guess who I brought with me? He said, what? I brought my little brother. Who? Right over there. He looking at the lady like, that's the voice of Gohan right there. Stephanie Nadani. That's the voice of Gohan right there. He was like, and then she would do this Kamehameha. It was like the cutest thing ever. But then this big old this dude looked like, man, I would fight him because he huge. You know what I'm saying? Like butter. This man just straight. He went over there. He's like, bro, how long she gonna be here? I said, she gonna be here all day. Bro, he went and found a pop. He went and found a little Gohan pop. Yeah. Came back with it. And I'm over there busy now. But then he got it signed and he got a video of it and everything. And I just see, you know that walk away that a person does when they're looking at the thing that was signed? They're looking at it like this. Like he's looking at it the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And
what? As weird as it is, I do look at. I hope that Stephanie and Cynthia is watching at some point, though. But I had to say though, they're like really cool aunts. That's how I look at. That's how I view them. They're really cool aunts. I really do love them, and I'm glad to develop. That I can develop a friendship with them.
You know when
because you know what? I always been a person, not necessarily as something. Ever since I was little, I always been a person that I would rather be friends with a person like legit on a genuine level than to just be all gawk and just have them as a friend. No, I can't wait to hang out with them again because they are wonderful ladies.
Tell them about the first recognition.
I'm not sure if they're using this is how I was raised. This is just how I was raised. When Cynthia first, when she first walked out and we were coming to pick her up, I just went up and gave her a big old hug and just said, hello.
Tell about the first
big old hug.
Her first public recognition.
Oh yeah, she was sitting at a table, and we were at
the quarter decks.
Yeah, we were at quarter decks over by Fort Lauderdale Beach.
Yeah, on A1A.
This we were all sitting there talking, and she knows how to project her voice, voice acting and all that. So she knows how to speak over and not obnoxious way, but you can definitely hear her. So all of a sudden there was two guys standing behind Greg and Cynthia, and they walked up and they're like, is this, I forgot what they said. It's like, is this Chi-Chi?
No.
Can I take a picture?
They said, can I have a picture of you?
Yeah.
And she's like, how do you know who I am?
And so I guess they said what the guy guy painted in green kind of gave it away, but they heard her voice and put two and two together and came and Aaron's typing over here.
Sorry.
He's trying to type. He's trying to send an email apparently. I don't know.
Aaron's trying to be like mom and dad.
But yeah, she said that was her first public recognition, and that was really awesome for her. She loved it, and they got a picture, and that was really cool to be with her for that first experience with her. So
not only that, hold on, let me see. There's a bunch of stuff here. I got now.
Yeah, I was about to say it's really cool that they both love Aaron.
Yeah.
They both love Aaron. It's so funny how it's like you got Chi-Chi as an auntie, and Gohan.
And the fun is far from over because after that weekend, boy, I got damn near everybody number at Funimation now. And I'm talking about the voice. I'm talking about. I got contacts galore. When Cynthia got back home, she sent me a book of text messages. All info, all knowledge, all info on guests, how to do it, how like. I got Chuck Huber's phone number. I got information from Wendy Powell. Reached out. Hey, what's up, Tennille? Wendy Powell is the voice of Envy. She does all kinds of, acting and such, and she does drama and the arts. There's Greg Sipes, Beast Boy, is wanting to help us make an animation studio, and he's from down here. He's from down in Coral Springs, he said. And he's in LA now. And we have contact. I've been on the phone with him, his agent, talking about all kinds of stuff. Stuff that, you know how it is. They say, don't say great things. Do great things. Do you know how many great things that I want to say, but it takes time to do? Oh, my God. Yes, that's true. And I ain't even finished yet because I don't even want to make this video about that. This video is about My Hero Academia. I got to come back on live. So if you're still here to this point, turn on your notifications. And when I go live again, I'm trying to aim for, right now it's 2:36. I want to try and aim for maybe 5 or 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock I'm going to go live to share my experience of the weekend. Everybody, I'm going to have pictures as best as I can. And I want to be able to tell you guys what's happening next. I'm not done. This is only the first level. Remember, we have the GoFundMe still up because that was only the first round. The next round, I got something very, very, very cool planned, but I can't say anything because the last time I said something early, there was a bit of sabotage and a bit of hindrance. So now it's better to just get all your ducks in a row and then talk. So that's what I'm going to do. I got some ducks to go line up. As it is, keep watching My Hero Academia and please keep allowing me to see the reactions to that. That way I can gauge what not to do. That helps. And with that, heroes, we out. This is yours, Sakura, signing out.